Sit and outside. Those are the two you understand.
Yeah, that's about right. All right. Oh, I should have. Oh well. It's all hidden. It's all good. All right. What?
Oh, his nose is cold as hell.
You're as cold as ice, willing to sacrifice our love. No?
I don't know that song. But yeah,
Okay.
we're rolling.
Good afternoon, and welcome back to the Whimsikettle Studios. My name is Linda Arnold. I am a mostly self-taught potter who has a mild hot tea obsession. I am on a quest to either find or make the perfect teapot and then fill it with the perfect tea. Joining me on my quest is my eldest son, Spencer. Hello, Spencer.
Hello, Mother.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good.
Very good. So I'd ask you to tell us about this tea that we're going to have, but you don't know anything about it.
Oh, I'm totally in the dark here.
So this is an interesting tea. So this tea is called Treleela, and we will be having the Charm Tea, which is a spearmint lavender. There are 14 packets in here, and one of the main reasons that I got this tea is because these packets are really cool. So
We are using new teacups today. So a nice angular design.
because we needed a cup that was small but yet tall for these packets, and I will show you why.
Well, the picture just on the box looks interesting as hell.
It is. It smells like.
Yeah, it smells like mint.
All right, so these, I'm sorry, you have to tear the top off, and then you pull apart, and it is a tea bag / infuser. It's just a very interesting. It's just a very interesting tea bag.
Okay, I was gonna say, let me do it.
Oh, my bad. Well.
Okay, so, well, no, it's fine. So you rip off the top, and then you pull it like that.
Yep.
Yeah, it smells like mint, but that's interesting.
Isn't it?
Why is it like this?
Well, it's because it's an infuser bag. It's not just a tea bag. It's an infuser bag.
And
So
that makes it better, or is it just...
no, it's just something different.
It's just cool as hell?
Yeah, it's just cool. It's something different.
Okay. These cups are interesting too.
Yeah.
I'm getting a very sideways looking thing here, but that's okay.
Steep 3 to 5. So, hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. Ooh, hey Siri, stop timer. Okay, so now I'm going to pull the bag out.
So this is just a different style bag.
Yeah.
In the end.
It's just a different style. It's cool looking. So, in the cup, which is over full, because I overfilled it, it is kind of it's kind of a dirty color. It's not really green. It's kind of a brownish color,
Kind of right there.
a brownish gold. Light doesn't get into this cup that well though, so it's kind of strange looking. I've never used these, so we'll see if they're difficult to drink out of.
Ooh, that is very strong spearmint.
So I smell a lot of the lavender.
I'm getting spearmint, and wow, that is hot. So these cups insulate really well too.
Okay, and how they're rounded, they're kind of hard to...
So you gotta like rotate it sideways, I guess.
Okay, so these cups aren't that easy to drink out of.
So they're lookers, not users?
Yeah, this is awkward to...
Drink out of?
Yeah. It's...
Do you want to dump it in a different cup?
No, I'll finish. So one thing, as a ceramic artist, one thing that I can tell you that I always try to look at when I'm making cups is you always want to hold it up and try to drink out of it when you're making it. Usually you let it dry a little bit, and you don't really like put it on your face when it's wet, because then you'd have mud everywhere. but you always want to try to drink out of it, because the lip of the cup and how it feels on your own lip is a really important thing that you may not think much about. But in a situation like this, with this type of cup, because of how it's rounded, your lip doesn't fit on it quite nicely, and so it makes it harder to drink out of. That, and because these cups were slip cast, there's a lip on the inside of the cup too, and it just kind of makes it a little bit awkward. So I like these cups, but this will be the last time you'll see me using it. So that was your ceramic lesson for the day. Okay, so the tea, or the tisane, it's incredibly minty. I can taste the lavender in it as well, but it's not an overwhelming lavender. It doesn't taste like soap this time, like you complain of a lot with the lavender stuff.
Mother is a very, very, very big fan of lavender as well. So every time I see or get a chance to taste lavender, I instantly think, oh, it's gonna be like a soap. And I can agree, this does not taste like soap, but it tastes.
It's a lot of spearmint.
Yeah.
So like if you put a piece of spearmint gum in your mouth and chew it, and you get that overwhelming hit of spearmint, and then
it's not just one piece though.
No, it's like a wad. If you put a wad of spearmint gum in your mouth, it's a lot of spearmint. I mean, if you enjoy a nice spearmint tea, this is absolutely good for that. If you enjoy lavender, it's good for that. But I'm not a huge mint fan when it comes to a hot tea. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Just because, one, it's not an actual tea, and two, because I don't enjoy spearmint that much. It's just not working for me. I appreciate the uniqueness of the bag, and I appreciate their packaging, but this tea just isn't for me. It may work for you, well, just not for me. Spencer?
All right, I'm also gonna give it a thumbs down. I agree with Mother here on a lot of the points, but besides that, I'm not a big fan of lavender in tasting, as you guys probably know. It's just such an overwhelmingly powerful, almost like stupefying level of spearmint in this tea. I just can't. I had like 2 sips, and that was probably 2 sips too many. I would put it in the bad box. If we're basing it off of tea.
If we're basing, well, it's not tea.
It's not tea, so it's already in the bad box.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's going in the bad box. So, all right.
What a waste of aluminum. We can recycle that. We can just dump the tea out in the fire and put the aluminum in the recycling.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, thanks for coming by and having a cuppa with us. We appreciate your time. If you enjoy our content, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. We appreciate that. And if you don't, make sure you hit the thumbs down twice. Like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification if you want to be alerted when we release new videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Suggest teas in the comments so we can try some new things in our back catalog.
Absolutely.
We will get to it eventually.
Thanks for coming by. We'll catch you later.
The bag is very interesting, and that is the highlight feature, which you said you bought it for.
Yeah.
And in that case, it worked.